snaps like that loss were shocking, embarrassing, and humbling. How do you feel after what happened?
I mean, I'll let him use those words, and I'll use it's just one game. You know, we played bad. I played bad. Offensively, we didn't execute very well. Uh, One game. We got 16 to go.
Yeah, I'd say, it's a long season and all that. Can you just bury it and dismiss it, or light of it?
Pete, I don't know if we ever bury and dismiss, even when we'd like to. We'll evaluate the film like we always do, and be critical, and then move on.
Aaron, what happened? You guys were in such a good rhythm all summer
Mhm.
in practice when we saw it every day. I guess I was pretty stunned that this was the way it went. Were you?
Yeah, when a team's going to play that much two-show, you got to be able to run the ball. And, we didn't run it that effectively. I think we came in thinking they're going to pressure us a bunch like they did last time. But last time, we had Allen, MVS, and Swerve. And this time, we had some different skill guys, obviously Devontae being back. So they really didn't pressure us a whole lot. It was a lot of two-show, and they kind of held up with their front four, front six.
What happened on the two interceptions?
Yeah, the second one was, we were backed up and had Devontae on a cut split running a high corner. Felt like that was going to hold the safety. We had kind of set up that play for a while, that combination where they're playing kind of a triangle coverage on the two receivers to the strong side. And I just, didn't get my eyes back to the safety. My initial look, I thought, was holding him backside, and because Devontae was inside, I figured he was going to hang back there a little bit more. The first one was obviously the play of the game that kind of swung things big time. 17-3, we score there at 17-10. I probably should have just thrown it to Jonesy and moved on to third down. Pre-snap, I was thinking about maybe giving Devontae a different route. Stepped up in the pocket, took a shot kind of right as I was throwing it, and, wish I would have thrown that one away or just thrown it to Jonesy right away, because obviously that changed the game, turned the game.
With all the two-show that you mentioned today, it didn't look like there was a lot of guys open downfield, so it's hard to evaluate what the offensive line did.
I thought the line played good. I do. I thought they held up good. I thought Josh did a nice job with the variance of cadence that we did. I thought he played well. I'm waiting to see what the film says, but I thought him and Royce did a nice job. Protection overall was really good. I gifted him a sack there on a keeper in the first half. Other than that, I thought the protection was really good.
What are the challenges of playing a game, especially this time of year when you come from the Midwest?
Well, I felt like our energy was a little bit low. It's felt a little bit San Diego-ish from a couple years ago. We just kind of needed something to get going, and it was the same type of thing, long drives on their side and us not executing. So, we'd had, 10 plays-ish there. And, it's 17-0, and we're in a 2-minute mode on our third drive in the first half. So, very disjointed possession-wise. We've been in games like that before where we've only had a couple possessions. I think we had one against Minnesota maybe last year, where it's limited possessions in the first half, but I think we scored on all of our possessions, so that one felt obviously a lot better than this did.
What do you make of the fact that the Saints reported you picked the venue based on your track record in Florida and a result like this transpires?
I always say there's no coincidences in life, so I don't think I can slough it off as a coincidence. We traveled down here. It was hot, but not as hot as when we played here in, what was that, 16? Yeah, 16, 15? 15? 16, yeah. It wasn't as hot as that day. So the heat shouldn't have been an issue for us. We just didn't execute very well.
Any chance that you guys came out a little full of yourselves just with all the high expectations and the good season last year, and maybe just took it for granted to show up and you win?
Yeah, I think so, Pete. I think there's probably some of that. We, probably felt like we were going to go up and down the field on whoever they had out there, and that obviously wasn't the case today. I give Dennis Allen a lot of credit. I think I've always thought he was a really good defensive mind, but they had a good plan. It was to, play a lot of two-show and try and slow us down with the front. They did a good job at that.
Have you said in the past, when you mentioned the Chargers games where you did that because guys might have been feeling themselves a little bit, but it doesn't usually happen in the opener. Does that make it harder, easier, no factor in?
I think easier. We don't, you know, we're coming off a couple NFC Championship games, and obviously feeling good about the unit that we have on offense. That's what we talk about a lot. So this is a good, good kick in the you-know-where. Hopefully get us going in the right direction, going back home and playing division opponent next week.
How do you take away any positives from today's game?
I don't know if you do. I mean, there's not much. There's not much you can say other than they beat us. They played way better than us. We played bad. I played bad and uncharacteristic of how we've practiced in training camp. Obviously, how I played over the years. So this is hopefully an outlier moving forward. We'll find out next week.
Aaron, first team offense didn't play in the preseason, scored 3 points, and this is seasonal. Is there a correlation in your mind?
I don't think so. Preseason football is what it is. It's not a lot of real football. It's more to see if guys, when the lights come on, can play. I thought we practiced really good against New York those 2 days, but I don't think that's a correlation. We just played a good team, didn't execute.
Week 9, 2020, Tampa Bay did another football against the Saints. They were beat 38-3. Today, I believe A.J. Dillon had 12 yards, Aaron Jones 6 yards. Did the lack of running game pretty much destabilize the offense from being effective?
Yeah, I think so. Because if you can play a lot of two-shell and stop the run, it's not going to be a lot of guys running open. So we gotta go back to the drawing board a little bit and figure out. Because this will be, I don't know if everybody's going to do this. Some coordinators like to run their stuff, but this will be, the old blueprint starting the season on the Packers. So hopefully we see it a little bit more because we'll have it figured out by next week.
Even though everything's very vanilla schematically in the preseason, is there anything from the speed of the game element that gets you ready? Because the Saints did play their guys. It just seemed like they were fast.
Yeah, I mean, it's different ways of doing it. I feel like we've haven't played in the preseason in a while and started decently the last couple of years.
Aaron, on the 4th and 1 from the 22, were you going to go to 89 before you think you fell down?
Yeah, but the play was for him. Yeah, the play was for him.